Improv. As the video said, photos are allowed, but please, no flash photography. If you need to use your phone for any other reason, please do so in the lobby. Now, are you ready to get the show started? The DC Improv is proud to present the Comedy Bootcamp Graduation Show. Please give a warm welcome to ASAP's Executive Director, Sam Pressler.
How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the DC Improv. My name is Sam Pressler. I am the Executive Director of the Armed Services Arts Partnership, or ASAP. We're not the Alcohol and Substance Abuse Program. As some of the people who called in on the radio yesterday said that we were. We are not. You are welcome to keep drinking. DC Improv encourages you to keep drinking. That's how they make their money. I will not report you. We are actually, in fact, a nonprofit. We're based here in DC. We're also in Hampton Roads, Virginia. And our mission is to help integrate veterans, service members, and military family members into their communities through the arts. So by a show of noise, how many of y'all have heard of ASAP before? Yeah! That's pretty good. How many of y'all haven't heard of ASAP before? Alright, how many of y'all have no idea where you are right now? Alright, perfect. It looks like you're all not following the Alcohol and Substance Abuse Program rules. Awesome. So I'll give you a little bit of background on us. We basically do classes, workshops, performances across an array of art forms. We do stand-up comedy, which you'll see tonight. We do storytelling, improv, creative writing, the visual arts. And the focus of our programs is to provide veterans, service members, and their families with a space to express themselves, to connect with fellow veterans, and really to hone their skills, but also to provide a platform. So in your community to share your story, but I'll invite people in to listen. If it's veterans, service members in the room, military family members, how many of y'all do we have in the room tonight? So hopefully some of you might be inspired after the show to sign up for our programs, whether getting on stage is a thing for you, or if you want to write or draw, like we have the outlet for you, so maybe y'all be inspired. But also folks who don't have as much of a connection to the veteran and military experience, we hope that maybe you walk away with a broader understanding of that experience that's less narrow around veteran as a victim or a hero, but all that's in between. But tonight we're really excited for our Comedy Bootcamp class. Comedy Bootcamp, for those of you who don't know, is the first stand-up comedy class in the country for veterans. That's according to Google. And that's because I've said it so many times at this point that it is on Google now. There's also not very much competition to start the first niche art form class for a niche population. So here we are. So basically the class works, it's 7 weeks long. The first 3 weeks, we kind of go into the basics of stand-up comedy. So setup, punchline, taglines, how to organize your material. So you have a foundation to write and deliver your stand-up set. And then the latter course of the class, you come in with your original material and you get it workshopped from your instructors, all of whom are actually graduates of our program, from mentors who are also graduates of our program, and your fellow classmates. So by the time you get here tonight, you have a set that really incorporates a lot of the elements of your fellow classmates, and it makes it much less of an individual experience and more of a team experience. It's a really awesome show, and you're going to enjoy it. Before we get into it, I do want to thank our sponsors for the evening. The Bob Woodruff Foundation is an awesome supporter of us. Give it up for the Bob Woodruff Foundation. The Bob and Dolores Hope Foundation, which we're super thrilled to have as a sponsor, are amazing. Bob Hope is pretty awesome. We don't have any other Bob foundations, but we do have the Penn Fed Foundation, and we're really grateful for their support as well. So you've had enough of me. I want to get us into the show. So I do a little bit of prep for the show. It's everyone's first time on stage. This is a incredibly terrifying and exhilarating experience. So what I ask is for y'all to be a supportive crowd. Can you be a supportive crowd? I believe, yes. I think the only issue with this crowd is you'll be too supportive, and you'll be on stage. So what that means basically is if something is funny, what are you going to do? Great. And if something is not funny, what are you going to do? Perfect. You guys got it. But I'll just say this before I introduce our MC for the evening. The win is not who is funniest tonight. The win is getting up here and taking the stage and do something that's worthy. So you guys are all buddy and you are ready for this show. Without further ado, it is my pleasure to introduce our MC for the evening. She is a graduate of our Spring 2017 Comedy Bootcamp class. She's also a U.S. Army veteran. Please welcome to the stage, Monica Welham.
This is not my Marcel Marceau moment. There are like 4 of you laughing because you know who I'm talking about. Yeah, I am also grateful that the Bob Hope people are here. I was not in when he performed. I know the glitter might throw you off. I'm aware. I had James Brown come perform for me. Let me say that again. I had James Brown come perform for me. For Thanksgiving. As part of his probation. Not a lie. And it was a problem too because we had all sent our superly beautiful, stunningly attractive, green polyester uniforms to be cleaned because we were graduating soon. But that was the uniform of the day. So if we were going to be in BDUs, we kicked it up. We went dancing down the aisle to James Brown. We weren't proud, but we looked good. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm really excited about the pink and green. There's a whole table in the back. I know it's the wrong pink. I'm not talking about the AKAs. I am talking about, anybody else see the new change, the Army uniform? Yeah, nothing like going backwards in time, right? We couldn't have gotten more high tech with that outfit if we tried. I love it. It's got a little belt, unless you're pregnant, and then it's one big bib. Yeah, and brown shoes. I think that was the part that killed me. I'm like, you know how long it took me to figure out how to make black shoes shiny? But now they're going to be brown pumps and a pencil skirt. And I think everybody should be in the pencil skirt. I think it's slimming. I'm waiting for the day that we just go to kilts for everybody. This is my favorite season. It's kilt season, if you don't know. Anything over the age of 40 suddenly looks like it's 25 in the kilt. Because it's cold. Yeah, no, what I also love, and I don't think everybody's read all the details on the pink and green uniform. I don't know if you remember how unattractive we looked in the 90s. They're getting a bomber jacket. A leather bomber jacket that they did not earn. That is like free gift with purchase. I do not understand this new ad campaign. Please come back and look like you're in the 50s. We've got leather for you. I'm like, all these millennials are vegan. Use the wrong PR team on this. Go Wormy. Well, that's true. My husband and his entire family are Navy, and they come from the academy. I was ever so grateful the day I bought that hat that said we won. I was like, shut up now, we won. I do not care. I do not care about the bye week. I do not care who was sick. I do not care. I do not care. I do not care. Y'all lost. Embrace it. Right? What I also loved about being in the Army is I was in so long ago that I still call them BDUs. And I loved a pair of BDUs. I loved them so much because my boyfriend also wore a pair of BDUs. I knew exactly how those buttons worked. This is going to speed things along. Yeah, no. I've been out of the military so much that I've even decommissioned parts of myself. I have turned this into a pony keg for seasonal cider. This means, of course, that I can no longer be hysterical. I can only be hilarious. And that history joke and the OB team come together to make that joke really strong. Let me tell you something you should never say to your OBGYN as you're going in for surgery. As the last thing you're going to say to anyone in a room full of women. How can you tell when your OBGYN is nearsighted? This is not my joke, this is the internet's joke. You may take this joke home with you. Their nose is wet. And then they put me out. So I'm going to put you guys out of your misery. We have had such a good time working with your people. I'm sorry I broke somebody down, friend. I'm so sorry. We've had such a good time with your people. I can't tell you how proud I am of your people. I don't say that about every class. I say that about most classes. But this class was particularly good, and so I'm really excited to MC the first half. Are you guys excited? All right. So, I mean, we know them, but we don't know them well. Hold on.